Good afternoon, everybody. This is Terry Kugler from Kugler Landscaping. Uh, Pardon the dog in the background. Neighbor came out and is barking. So this is a Ferris FW35, which they no longer make. They've changed the name to the F45, which is the biggest thing I've seen or can recall. It has the larger pumps on it, or transaxles. They went up a size or something with that, which I think's a good thing. I think this is a little slightly undersized, but other than that, I really like it. My previous walk behind was a X-Mart 52 inch. This is also a 52 inch. I primarily used walk behinds. I've had one zero turn and a stand-on right standard. I kind of felt they were not as versatile as this. You know, you can go on hills, does a lot of different things. Just appeals to me more. The others, I would have issues in certain situations, mud or a steep hill or rooted hills or sharp turns. And I know there's guys that can do quite a few things on them, but I've never had a issue with this getting away with me on anything that I do, and being so low. It's the one piece of equipment that goes about anywhere and works for me, so that's why I use it. So this has the EFI Vanguard motor so far after 3 years. It's been very good. It's efficient, very powerful, pulls me around because I do have a sulky on it. We'll get back there in a little bit. The oil guard system, I also have the oil guard on here. Wonderful. I think it should be on every mower. Holds, I believe, not 4 gallons, but 4 quarts of oil. So less changing, and helps the motor and unit run cooler as well. It's almost like, well, it's essentially that's what it is an oil cooler. So I think it's genius, and they should be on every mower. So the motor's been good. I've always been a Kawasaki motor fan, but I'm not sure if that was even offered in this, or it was small, but I wanted the most horsepower that I could get. So, and then I bought this sulky, and it's one I've been using for about 10-15 years. So it works really good. You just stand on it and ride it around most of the time. Then if you want to jump off and walk behind it, or you have to get off for some reason, it's very easy. It's got the central controls instead of pistol grips. They're very comfortable and easy on the hands and not very fatiguing. So I find the controls and everything were all laid out. Some of the issues I've had with it, the unit, would be the pulleys. A couple of the pulleys seem to go out almost every year, which I'm putting maybe 100 hours a year on it. So pardon the dog again, the neighbors are out, so shooting it outside. So it's a beautiful day, so I thought I'd try to get this outside. So it's got a 5-gallon tank. It's got the bigger tires. I think Ferris is one of the few companies that's kept the walk behind alive. They've kind of modernized it with the big motors, the oil cooler, the big wheels on it. So I think they're 10 or 11 inches on the front, and 18 or 20 on the back. It'll show me, they're 20s, 20 by 8. So it's a big unit. So for a walk behind, it's got a lot of modern features. So the main problem I've had is the pulleys. Not on the blade, but back there on the transmission, tension the transmission and stuff. And there are different pulleys. The deck pulleys have been bulletproof. they're all greasable, which I grease. I do wish they had a, if you see here on the right, they have a anti-scalp roller there and one in the middle. I wish they would, I'm not having a huge issue, but it does cut a little close to the ground if you're tilting in or hitting a bump. So I think there should be one or two on this side as well. I thought about having them set welded on because I do think it would complete the unit. I think that Ferris should look into that and it'd be an improvement. So yeah, like I said, other than that, the battery's still on the original battery. The tires are original. Have about 400 or 500 hours on this unit. I did have to, it was my option. I put here in the front, that red bar where the F35 is slightly painted over. This bar here, let me point at it here. This bar here was added on to extra weight because when I first got the unit, I'm not sure what that weighs, 25, 30 pounds or something, maybe a little bit more. But I had my welder guy friend put that on because the unit, especially when you're standing on it with a walk behind, it would want to wheelie up. Not on flat ground, but going up in any kind of grade, it really got light on the front. So I thought it needs weights on there, so I had him weld that on. It's just a big thick steel bar. And I painted it red, and now it really, unless I point it out to you, you can't really tell. But here's the side view of it. So that big 2x2 piece of steel there is what's welded on across the front there. So that's not on a stock unit. So added that, fixed the problem, and really goes up hills pretty good. And yeah, everything's comfortable and no flats on it. It's got flat-free front tires and air in the back. I usually change the belts out every other year, but them pulleys really need to be probably replaced every year unless Ferris does an update with them. I keep asking them when they change them out if they're doing anything new or better with them, because it's it's an issue to have your pulleys go bad every year. So I just had them put on again because they went bad this year and started acting up on me. So, but it's been a good unit. Very happy with it. I thought I'd never leave Exmart because that was the best one I've used. I've used Skag, Exmart, Toro, several of the brands, but them are the ones that I use. The last one I had was a Toro, it's Exmart. Toro owns Exmart, but which was a good unit. Used it for 10 years, had absolutely no problems besides maintenance. Pulleys were great on it. Replaced the belts once a year, but overall, my opinion on the Ferris FW35 is the best walk behind that I've personally used to date. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I think the things that make it outstanding over the others is the wheels are bigger and less turf damage and grabs the ground well, rolls over things. The Vanguard EFI 28 horsepower motor is outstanding. Again, fuel efficient and very powerful. A lot of the other commercial units are underpowered in my opinion. They might be running a 19 or 23 horsepower motor, so this is 5 better than about anything that I'm aware of. And of course the oil guard is system there, the yellow cap there on the side, that's the oil guard. And I think that's outstanding, and that should be on every mower there is, unless you have radiators or something, water cooled or something. But So I typically might go all year since I'm a single operator. And before I change it, sometimes I'll change it twice a year just to be on the safe side, because I like to keep things maintained, even though it's dirty looking. But just got it off the trailer and rolled it over here. Thought I'd do a little quick review on it. So yeah, and that's the centralized CC controls. So this is the model. So that's looking at it from behind. So very well laid out and very comfortable and friendly to use. It's got the quick adjustment deck height. So you can just turn that handle there on the side down here. And you can adjust it to whatever suits your fancy. It's very adjustable, low or high. So has room for about any adjustment you want. So I think that's about it. So hopefully this has been helpful to somebody. Like I said, 400 or 500 hours on it. Very happy with the Ferris FW35. They now have the F45 as the replacement for it. And so if you're looking for the F35, they no longer make it, but they do make the same unit. It's just called the F45. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm new here, and I appreciate that very much. And thank you for watching. So, and have a great day. Thanks.